guys! Welcome to Glitter and Omnom. It is Tuesday and I am talking about stuff. Today I want to touch on my MLF series, which is basically my journey with weight loss and getting healthy and all of that stuff. I've been doing it on my WordPress blog for quite some time now. It was one of the first series that I started with on my WordPress, and I've had a lot of very positive feedback and support from my people who follow me on there. So I thought I would bring it to YouTube. Where to start? So I have been struggling with my weight literally since puberty. I used to be one of those really tiny, skinny, adorable, but taller kids. And then when I hit puberty, I stopped growing this way and started growing this way. It's kind of been an on-again, off-again battle between my weight and my self-esteem, and I know that that is a big thing that most girls struggle with, most guys, most people struggle with, you know, up to the majority of some people's lives. And this is a huge thing for me because I've literally been dealing with this since I was 12 years old. So to go on this journey and to have the balls, as some people would call it, to put all of it out on the internet while I'm trying to do it is huge for me. So this is kind of close to my heart, close to some other people's hearts, and I'm still in the middle of it. Let's get into it. I have gained and lost weight on numerous occasions, in and out, fluctuated all over the frickin' place. When I was living in Winnipeg, I've moved all over the place, but specifically when I was living in Winnipeg, I got a job at a gym, and it was probably one of my favorite jobs out of all the jobs I've ever had. I just worked at the front reception. I would occasionally do membership sales, and mostly it was just a lot of keeping the gym floor organized, keeping the front desk, like the paperwork, in order, and signing people in and out of the gym. So along with this job, I got a free membership to the gym, so I had access to the equipment and the classes for free whenever I wanted. Within that time, I had ended up losing close to 80 pounds. I still wasn't really in the best shape, but I was down a couple dress sizes, and I was looking good, and I was feeling good, and I was doing all sorts of other stuff. I was still eating a load of crap, so like once I got over my plateau, I didn't really continue to lose weight. Skip ahead a couple of years. Once I moved back to my hometown, then I started going to the gym with my mom. I came up with my own diet. I didn't really change what I was eating. What I did was I was eating on a timer. I had a bunch of alarms set up on my phone for specific times of day according to my work schedule and my sleep schedule, and I would eat either a snack, a small meal, or a full meal according to my alarms, and I actually lost 25 pounds that way. So like I wasn't eating crap. Like even right now, like I don't eat crap on a regular basis. Sometimes. I wasn't really in the best relationship at the time, and he was not very supportive when it came to my attempts at weight loss. When you don't have a really good solid support system behind you, like I had my mom, who has also been trying to get into shape alongside me, which has helped a lot because we're doing it together. We're going to the gym together, we're doing all that. But when you can't take that excitement home, when you don't have the proper support system within your own home, when you're not going home to it, and you only have it outside, it's a lot harder to keep up with your stuff at home because the support just isn't there. There's nothing keeping you motivated at home to do this. or to stick with this. It was more hurt than it was help. I got out of that relationship around this time last year, and my mom and I went back to hitting the gym. I was at a point where I was finally, I mean, only maybe once a week or so, I was finally comfortable enough to go to the gym by myself. I had the freedom to go to the gym alone and comfortably do a workout that was to my physical capabilities. I didn't lose a tremendous amount of weight, but I felt better. So along with this whole newfound support system and new self-image and this new idea of the excitement, the new excitement that came with wanting to get myself healthier, I think this was the first time that I actually felt like I was doing it for me, which I know they can tell you up, down, left, right, and center. It has to be for yourself. It's the same thing as quitting smoking. You have to want to do it for yourself or it's just not gonna work. That whole time, I thought I was doing it for myself because I wanted to lose the weight and I wanted to feel better, but I was really just doing it for my partner, because even though I wanted these things, my sole purpose was not for myself. It was for him. I realized once I was out of that and, you know, in my own headspace, and I had the support of my best friend and my mom and my dad, and I was finally on my own for the first time in 6 years, actually doing this stuff for me, for myself, and it became incredibly easy. And I realized I liked doing it. I actually liked doing it. It wasn't a chore anymore. It was something that I wanted to do, that I was actively making time for in my day to do. So I was sitting at work and I was thinking to myself, I like to follow the normal people like myself who have discovered that there is this pull, this drive inside of them that makes them want to do these things. And whether it takes them, you know, weeks or months or years to lose the weight or to get active enough to get to the point where they want to be, where they're comfortable and they're happy, I want to follow their journeys. And I do. I follow people on Instagram. I watch people on YouTube. And these people were just so fucking inspiring. Like, you know what? I can do that. I have such a good, strong support system at home, but I was like, you know what? I wanted to be one of those people. I wanted to have at least one person that I could inspire with my story, even though I was just beginning it. So I started up Glitter and Omnom on WordPress, and it was an idea I had in the back of my brain for the last year, but I didn't have the reasoning behind it, if that makes any sense. I went to the gym and I said to my mom, I'm like, can you take before pictures for me? Anything negative that I get from posting these pictures, I'm gonna look at that in a few weeks to a few months to a few years with my after pictures next to them. And I'm gonna be so proud of myself. And I can take the negative. I know I can. I've taken worse. It's like, internet, bring it on. I posted the pictures and the response I got was so overwhelming. This is something I really felt I needed to get out. So I'm gonna stop blibber blabbering. I'm gonna just kind of give YouTube the rundown of what my MLF series is. I'm gonna kind of bring you up to speed real quick. So I started all of this in June. My starting weight was 215 pounds. Basically, my first week was brutal. I went to the gym for 5 days in a row, which I'd never done before. Nosedive right into it, and that's what I did. And so dead and so sore by the end of the week, but I felt like it was worth it. I have tried to touch the scale as little as possible throughout this whole process. I of course weighed myself at the end of the second week just to kind of see how I was fluctuating. I dropped 5 pounds. Within the first week I was down to 210 pounds, probably from going so intense so quickly. So I expected to gain it back. I ended up having to take 2 weeks off from going to the gym immediately after that first 2 weeks because I had to ask for 2 weekends off. In order to make up for that, I had to work during the week, which I'm not used to, and I worked a couple day shifts, which I'm also not used to. So long story short, I was either out of town or way too exhausted to go to the gym or do any kind of workout at home. So there was 2 weeks down the frickin' drain. And I was surprised I actually didn't gain the full 5 pounds back. I only went up about 2 pounds. So I was 215, dropped down to 210, and then gained another 2 pounds. So I was up to 212. And at the time that I was going out of town for these weddings with my boyfriend, I was doing another ongoing post for my WordPress. I was doing a wardrobe challenge, so every day for a month I was doing, I had a different theme for my outfits, and then I document my outfit for the day. And one of these was a real challenge for me, and it was wearing a crop top. I gotta say, for the first 10 minutes, I was terrified. I felt really good, but I didn't feel comfortable in this because it's like I'm still bigger. I still weigh over 200 pounds. I've still got, you know, flab and rolls and blah, nobody wants this stuff. I felt terrified to leave the house in it. And I came out and I looked at my boyfriend and I wanted to cry. He gave me the biggest hug and just told me I was beautiful. I, especially with the relationship I was in before, was not used to that, and that alone was enough to make me feel like it was working, like I could be that comfortable in a crop top, being my size and my weight, and that was kind of a game changer for me. And I felt so good about myself for the rest of the day wearing that outfit. And then when I finally did the post that night, and then all the feedback I got was incredible, and I couldn't believe it. Throughout my whole string of MLF posts, by the way, I should explain what MLF means because I don't think I have yet. Because I'm not considering this as losing weight, because honestly I could be over 200 pounds for the rest of my life. I don't care. I want to just feel better about my shape in general, and I want to be healthier. So like, I don't want to be bloaty, I don't want to hold on to the water weight, I don't want to be uncomfortable in a pair of jeans when I sit down, I don't want to feel bad about myself in a fucking crop top. Which is why I do very minimal weigh-ins. I think I've only done 2. No, 3, because my initial one. My most recent weigh-in, I was 207 pounds. I'm down almost, just short of 10 pounds. So MLF stands for must lose fat. So this is my mission, to lose fat. I've also had weeks where I've eaten an entire chocolate McCain cake to myself. I in no way regret putting this stuff on the internet, and I don't think I ever will. I'm so proud of myself with where I am and what got me to this point. And I'm so happy for the people that I have behind me in all this, and everything and everyone is just so encouraging. The people in my real life, the people on the internet, because I had a whole lot holding me back, and a whole lot of nothing behind me. And now I have everything behind me. So that kind of filled in some gaps. Where I am today, I am 207 pounds, and that is a huge deal. Still regularly working out. I suggest that anybody check out my MLF post from last Tuesday, because I talk about the app that changed my life. And I'm not going to go too deep into it on this. This is obviously not sponsored. I just really, really love this app because I found it through one of Candace Lowry's videos, and I'm gonna link her video in my description because I think her video gives you a really, really good view of what this app is about. Also, if you follow the link to my WordPress, then you can see my point of view, some screenshots. Honestly, I've had a very long day and my words are starting to stop. So before this gets too bad, I'm gonna leave you guys with that. Subscribe to my channel. I'm gonna do these talky videos about all sorts of different relatable things every Tuesday. Also, join me for Vlogmas all through the month of December. So that's gonna be fun. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. because I would like to do a lot more stuff that you guys want to see. So be vocal and I'll probably do it.